How you doing, Sharnii?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm just fine. I'm just fine. Let me. You think this would be easy? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do this, but I'm not what I would consider a good typist.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you have a bucket list, I take it, or did you want to talk about something else? Because we can talk
Well,
about anything you want to talk about.
when you said your bucket list was doing what you're doing now, I instantly just went, yes, that's what I'm doing too. So
You
I thought I'd
too.
hop on and say hi and say hello because I always love having a chat with you. So yeah, I
Kindred,
thought I'd hop
kindred
on.
spirit support. Is that what I'm hearing?
Pretty much.
And I always enjoy having you on as well. Um, yeah, I didn't know that that was your bucket list. Yours was almost. Well, I mean, maybe you've always wanted to do this sort of thing, and then when you found your calling, for
Mm,
lack of a better term, it just kind of
yeah.
kicked it. Is that it? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I always wanted to do something where I could help people,
Hmm.
but I wasn't very good with university. I wasn't very good. I've tried uni twice and I just didn't like it. And with my chronic health being what it is as well, I didn't know how I could help people, but I know I wanted to. So I thought I'd give it a go, get started. And with my channel the way it's going at the moment, I didn't plan for that when I started out. It just evolved very, very quickly into what it is now. We're to the
Well,
point where I've just had the guy's message going, "I bought your T-shirt." I'm like, "Oh my god!" Linda wore one of my T-shirts on a live stream.
oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and she kind of showed all of her fans that, and I had two more T-shirts bought today. I've had some donations. It's like, what?
That's
That's
awesome.
incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And let's go down that road for a minute if you don't mind.
Uh huh.
I don't know what you've heard about the Vox Adpocalypse. Vox Adpocalypse. Thank you. That's not an easy word to say. I'm guessing nothing.
Uh, no.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to devote Monday show to it.
Okay.
What happened was, in a nutshell, and I'm going to make it a quick nutshell because I want to save a lot for that show,
Mhm.
is that a comedian put out a rebuttal on a journalist's video. The
Mm.
journalist, rather than re- rebut what that comedian said, went straight to YouTube and pressured to get him demonetized. And now he's 100%
Mm.
demonetized for making jokes. And
Bloody hell.
yeah, and the worst part about that is, and we all know that YouTube just came out with their new rule set, their guidelines. Well, there's a different set of guidelines for monetization as well.
Ooh, I haven't checked that yet because I can't
Yeah,
monetize yet, so I haven't been keeping a very close eye on that.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. So what's happening? Or are you gonna unpack that on Monday?
I'm going to unpack that on Monday. Uh, Suffice to say that my initial thought not to monetize this channel until it seemed right has been extended. I'll just say that for now. Got a whole lot of more things to say about that Monday, and I'm going to have my beast mode hat on because I'm angry.
Fair
But
enough. I might read up on it before I come on or hang out on your live stream on Monday then, because it's something that I do need to start being aware of.
oh, very much
Um,
so. Yeah, Fox ad
yeah. Apocalypse.
Lips. I'm trying to. Is there an E on apocalypse?
No.
I There's
Yes,
not.
at the end.
Okay.
Yes, there is at the end.
Yeah. There you go. In
So
fact, I'll
Fox
hashtag
and
it.
Apocalypse.
Yep. It's all one word. Yes, that's where I get a little angry. And I'm not going to be real angry because it's it's not life or death here.
No, but it's irritating that one person can completely destroy the livelihood. Like we've seen that a few times now, where it just happened between James Charles and Tati.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like within from one video that she did, which was completely biased, he lost over 2 million subscribers, and then things pulled out and this and that happened. He's come back now and he's made a very fierce comeback. I'm super proud. James, I really am. I wasn't too sure about him when I didn't know much about him and the Tati thing before all of that happened. But
Hmm.
since he made his own sort of video going, right, no, these are the facts. I'm like, dude, if I need a lawyer on YouTube, I'm hiring you. He wiped the floor with everyone that came at him with these rumors and all of that, and
No
he's
kidding.
just now he's back up to like he's gained those 2 million again.
Good for
he's
him.
made it back, so yeah, very proud. But yeah, it's very very quick and very harsh on YouTube at the moment. It's very easy to ruin someone's livelihood with a bit of gossip or a rumor or a freaking video.
Oh
You
yeah.
can completely destroy someone's reputation.
Oh yeah, and that's part of what I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about not so much ruining reputation, but ruining livelihood. And I want to talk to a lot of those people who are either just recently monetized or are thinking that they will. Why is that doing that? I got to put everybody on hold. How was it in hold, by the way? Did you feel any different?
Quiet.
Was it quiet in there?
Quiet. Yeah, there was just a thing, so I went back. I've got YouTube on my other screen, so I just watched YouTube, and then I saw it pop up. I'm like, mute.
Yeah, normally I can just stop the video and then it'll pop full. I don't know what I just had a live stream this afternoon with one of my clients, and this is one of those live streams where, you know, the two host and their guest are full screen, and I'm just in the background running everything. So.
Okay.
And I try to make it look like a television show. So, you know, we've got everything pre-built. I'm getting off on a tangent here, but I have everything pre-built. We go straight live as though we're a news program. They get done, I shut it down, and boom. But I have to make changes around here, and sometimes making the changes back is a brain tease for me. So so bear with me on that one. Hey, David the producer, how you doing, bud? Good to see you here.
Hi, David.
View this. Tony, if I haven't said hello to you, Tony, how you doing? Brandon B in the house. Welcome, Brandon B. I know I miss so many people. It's so hard to keep up on the chat when I'm trying to, you know, trying to pay attention to you, Sharnii. You and Angel and anyone who comes up. I gots to.
You got to. We forgives you. We forgives you in the chat.
Thank you so much. So, where were we before I went off on that monetization rant? Were we still talking about?
Talking about how our channels are part of our bucket list.
Yeah. Yours, the pieces all just kind of fell into place. I just at one point thought that's been on my list. I'm just going to do it, but very similar. What other bucket list items do you have on your list, Sharnii?
I think the biggest one would be, and it ties into wanting to travel all over the world. But the biggest one is going to New Zealand and going to all the places that they shot the Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, let's see. Are you just right across the continent from New Zealand though? You say
it's across the pond, I guess you could say. There's a bit of a gap. I can't just go over like I'm going to go there tomorrow. Bye guys. It's an actual trip.
Yeah, I know you're not walking, but let's see. I thought you were more south, and they're kind of what, northeast? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
North. I don't know. Guys,
northeast.
help me out.
Yeah, I think I'm northeast, and I only know that. Yeah, I only know that because we were looking at Drone Kings and Darwin's area, and you know, it's on the north end. It looked like to me, or maybe the northwest.
No,
end.
it's on the east. It's on the east.
Was it east?
East from Australia, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I one of the first books I ever read when I was like 9 years old, or at least attempted to read, was The Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Drone Kids just said it's more east. Yeah. Of Australia, and so I tried reading The Hobbit, and obviously I couldn't read it very well, but I was still really fascinated by the story. And so my dad sat down with me and started reading the books to me. And very soon after, the movies came out.
Mm-hmm.
I got to watch the movies, and they completely changed my life. Those movies, and yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Everything that happened with that. So it's really, really cool. It's been a huge part of my life, Lord of the Rings. I've just rewatched all of the movies recently as well. I'm still in love with them. I used to get teased by my family that I was in love with Legolas, like the elf. And yes, I'm still in love with Legolas. So you like Orlando Bloom? I'm like, no, Legolas.
Yes, there you go.
Legolas, thank you. I wanted to be an elf when I grew up. I wanted to go to these fantastical worlds, and you know, it started my love of books, like all the bookshelves behind me. It started my love of writing books as well. I write books, and yeah, so I love it. It's such a huge part of shaping who I am with those books. And so I'd love to go there and actually see where it was all done. And yeah, that's a big bucket list dream.
That's really cool because, you know, New Zealand is a beautiful country. Absolutely beautiful. I've only seen pictures.
I already have a trip planned out. A trip planned out. I just can't afford to do it.
It's a big club.
It's expensive to do what I want to do. It's a good, you know, at least a couple of grand to go and do it.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of shocks me, actually. You mean for the full trip, right? Lodging, food, all that? Yeah, okay.
Everything. Okay. So, you know, a lot of those, you know, you can do horseback riding for 3 days that take you through, it's called the Trio of Rings tour, and you can go horseback riding, and they take you on a tour of all the areas they did the filming, and, you know, so it's all that stuff, that costs money too.
Oh, sure.
And getting over to New Zealand, like, I'd have to fly to, like, Sydney, and then get a ferry or another flight over to New Zealand, and then travel, and then expenses, and then back. So it's not just like me popping up to, you know, Melbourne or Queensland like that. We could do it in a drive. I could catch a train. I could, you know, it's quite a trip. It's almost like going overseas, just a bit closer to home. So
yeah.
Got to plan it, and it does cost money.
Interesting. Did you know that Australia was on my bucket list?
No.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Mine and the wife. She's really into that as well. She also wants to go to Africa.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I think she's under the impression that you can just walk in like the Serengeti and pet lions and things. and I keep trying to tell her, I said, no, that's not how it works. You are food there.
Yes. I don't want to be eaten.
I do not want to be eaten. Well, you know what they say, whenever you go into the jungle, make sure you bring a slower friend.
Pretty much. See, I preach a lot of love on my channel, but, you know, if it's between you, me, and the lion, I know who's going for it. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I say that, and then I'd be the one to jump in front of the friend. I know that's what I'm like, but as a joke, yes, I'd trip my friend and run for my life.
I of course, jest, but that's absolutely true.
Yeah, we gotta have a laugh. We gotta take the Mickey and all of that. So.
Oh yeah, and today I need a laugh. I really did.
Are you okay, or is it just the news before?
Well, some of the news, but I just had a really busy day, and it's one of those days where nothing was working out correctly. Until the live stream with my client, everything went a-okay, which is always nice. But yeah, sometimes you just have those days, and I don't know about you, but sometimes I just say, okay, I'm just not doing anything the rest of the day because nothing's turning out right, and it always turns out better in the morning.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta draw a line under it and just go, nope, that's not working today. I'm gonna try again tomorrow, and just not beat yourself up. Just take yourself away. I find it very hard now for me to walk away from my computer. That's why I've moved things around. I don't know if you can see that. I've changed where I'm sitting. I've put my TV in my room. And so when I go and relax, I go and lie down in bed. I go watch movies. I go and like separate away from my computer. And I go and relax. So it's really important to take a break for yourself as well. This is between working and also YouTube channel. It's very demanding. And so if you're not at 100%, then your content's not going to be 100%, and people are going to feel that. So you're going to rest.
You're hitting your microphone, hon.
Am I?
You're smacking your microphone.
Hey.
That's okay. It was only a minor thing, but guys, I'm putting folks on hold. Henny, thanks so much for hanging out. But I had a manual dropped out. You don't have to drop out. You can listen to the YouTube video while you're on hold. For some reason, when I try to stop the video, I just get the image. So I've got to work on Zoom a little bit. I made some settings changes for the show today, and I don't think I put them back. And the same way with View This. Tony jumped on as well. Guys, you can still jump on. I'll just put you in hold. Watch the YouTube video until you hear me say that I'm going to bring you up. All right? So I'm sorry. Sorry, Sharnii.
Okay.
We also had WD Rolls come in. How you doing, bud? And who did I say? Joey looks like Brooklyn. How you doing? I just channeled my Matt LeBlanc.
Nice, nice. Friends, isn't it? Friends?
Yes, from
But,
Friends. Yes. Yeah, you're a little young, but we used to
it's
watch
been a
that.
while.
Yeah, we used to watch that first run all the time. My wife and I did because that was kind of our age group. We weren't in that sort of situation, but we loved the
Mhm.
show. And plus, it was on with Cheers and Night Court, and it was like a whole Thursday of fun, for the wife and I.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
Joey Brooklyn.
yeah.
I got it right. Sweet.
Nice.
Patty, I hope I said hello to you. I don't remember saying hello, but always good to see you, hon. So, any other long-term goals, Sharnii, or bucket list?
Well, it's all, funnily enough, it's all tied into my channel now, which is really wonderful. I've always, I want to be a published author. I want to help people with their health. All of that ties into the channel, funnily enough. It's really lots of really cool ideas that I'm going to be doing. And traveling as well. I'd love to be able to take this eventually when I get big enough. I'd love to take this on the road and have a thing where I go and meet my co-hosts, because they're all in different countries. And all the people that come on my panels and all of that regularly. I'd love to do like a tour and go and meet my co-hosts in real life.
That would be cool.
Travel around the world doing it. Yeah, I could do it as part of the channel. So it's wonderful. I feel like I've finally found my thing.
That is always a wonderful
really
thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And everything else works in and around it really nicely. So yeah, it's growing really quick.
Yeah, like Steve Martin when he found his special purpose. But a little bit different.
Just a little bit.
Just a hair. Oh, but I can tell you, your bucket list idea of going out and meeting those people you're interviewing, or your audience, for lack of a better term, is fantastic. I think I've told this story before. When I was doing video games, my brother and he was over in Belgium. I, of course, was over here in the States. And he was involved in a NASCAR racing league, an online NASCAR racing league, and never was a NASCAR fan. And we raced people from all over the world. And when I went over there and stayed with him and his family for 2 weeks, we got to see about half of them, because a lot of them were from the Netherlands, a lot of them were England, a lot of them were from right in that general area. And we all met up, and well, a couple of them we had to meet individually because they couldn't make the main meetup, and we all went go-kart racing, which was awesome. Trying to tie it all in. So I get what you're saying there. That's a fantastic thing. That's a great question though. Have you met anyone yet that you didn't already know, that you've either has been in your live streams or anywhere on the internet that you've been or you've interviewed? Not yet?
No, not yet, because the bulk of my fans are in the US and the UK. There's some, and the rest are in other parts of Australia. So there's only one person that I've met so far that wasn't part of my family and all that. They're from South Australia, and his name's Gaffer Haynes.
Mm-hmm.
And his partner has severe chronic health, and he has his own live streams and whatnot. So I think we may organize a meet and greet with him eventually. But yeah, that's part of why I'd like to do the tour. It's like, okay, you've seen all of these people as co-hosts on my channel talk about chronic health. Now I'm going to go and meet them in person and make it into like a episode series. But I also wouldn't mind having a bit of fun, if I eventually do like a vlog thing, but like I take you guys around Australia or South Australia sort of thing, and show you all the spots in South Australia that a lot of people, even in the rest of Australia, don't get to see. And so there's lots of ideas, but for now, the content is about building a library and viewers and whatnot, taking care of the viewers that I already have. And just setting up the content I've got now before I start looking at expanding into those sort of areas.
Sure. Well, the Guffey guy, is that the poor chap who had his wife commit suicide on him?
No, that was Eric.
Oh, okay. I caught that one. I didn't catch anything with Guffey if he was on your show.
No, he's normally in my comments. Section,
okay.
But he and I have mutual friends through other YouTube channels where we will be on panels together.
I see.
He helps me a lot with my channel, and I've just been connected to his wife, who has Hashimoto. She has a thyroid autoimmune disease.
Oh my.
So her and I started talking and whatnot, and having chats and all that, which is always good. Um, but yeah, so at the moment, no, I haven't met anyone that I have co-hosted panels and whatnot with me. That's a bucket list goal that I hope to do in the future with my channel.
Well, I bet you do in no time flat, actually. Because your Australian audience is growing, isn't it?
Starting to slowly. We're actually looking at, now that I've kind of got my time slot in amongst my friends on my morning live streams, which is for the US and the UK, sort of overseas. I'm going to start doing more live streams, but in the afternoon and evening in Australia for my Aussie fans. And to build that base. So I'll actually end up, eventually, I'll be doing around 2 live streams a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night, talking about chronic health for all the different time zones.
Sure, absolutely. And I'm looking now at a world map. What I thought was New Zealand was Papua New Guinea for some weird reason. But yeah, it's actually southeast of you folks. And you're closer to Melbourne or Sydney?
Melbourne.
Oh, okay, cool.
So right down the bottom, right down middle bottom.
Right down,
where South Australia is.
If you had a good spyglass for us old folks, you could probably see Tasmania.
That's below us. That's
yeah.
That's even further down again.
Yeah,
so.
just directly below you. Oh, good night, Chrissy. Good night, Chrissy, and good night, Patty. She's got to text someone in. Maybe she said she was coming back. Awesome.
Yeah, Patty is someone I've got to get in touch with. I've got a list of people at the moment that I'm thinking of for live streams. So there's her and there's a few other people that I'm looking at talking to. Ginger Locks is another one.
Yeah. Ginger Locks' mom, she'd be good for your show. So would Patty. You heard her talk about the red dragonfly, haven't you? The red dragonfly story?
No.
I'm
not aware of that one.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'll have to go back and look at her guest cut, her second guest cut. She came on, talking about collectibles, and she told me, she meant to tell me the first time she was on, and she told me all about it. You'll really enjoy that story. Cool.
Like that. Good. But yeah, so.
Well, thanks, Sharnii. I appreciate you sharing your bucket list with me.
Thanks for having me on. I'll hop off so we can let someone else. Otherwise, we're going to end up sitting here talking for the rest of the night.
And we absolutely could. But we'll. This won't be the last time.
Oh no, it will not.
All right, and you have a good day, right? Is it the daylight where you're at? Yep.
It is. It's midday.
And a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow night. All right?
Yep.
All right, thanks again.
Take care, everyone. Thanks, Jim.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's over. Did you enjoy that show? Hey, listen, if you want a guest cut just like this, all you've got to do is come on the show. It's as simple as subscribing, ringing that bell, and then watching it. The instructions are right there at the head of every show. You know you want to come on. You know you want a guest cut. You know you want to tell your story. You don't have interviewers beating down your door. So join us at the video call-in show. We'll see you live.